Hello everybody, I've come out for lunch. I've left the babies and Agita loose again, a run of the condo. So I've come out for lunch at a Thai place. This is down the road from the condo. It's very close to the house I used to have in Toronto, in Mimico, just down that road. So, this place has been there for quite some time. It's a Thai restaurant. There's a community pool there, and then on the other side of it, there's a playground for young kids, and then there's a lake just on the other side of the trees. So, I'm having the lunch special. I'm going to have shrimp, garlic shrimp, but it comes with spring roll and soup, hot and sour soup. It's very good. I asked for hot sauce, but she's going to bring it with the food. She doesn't realize that I kind of need it with everything. I need it with the salad as well. But when I catch her attention, I'll be like, "Great, can I have this?" And I asked for the shrimp extra spicy and for hot sauce, and she goes, "You want both? You wanted spicy and you wanted sauce?" And I go, "Yeah, I want both." Now, the next time I come, I'll have to go. I went both, but I went the hot sauce for the appetizers too. But the food is good. It's actually sort of spicy. I mean, it's edible, and it's really hot temperature. So anyway, I'm going to finish this, and then I was thinking maybe going to see a movie, Elvis, because the timing works, 2:30 at the cinema box. But then I'd be leaving the kids, all three kids, with the run of the country for like 3-4 hours. I don't know about that, so maybe I'll just go home, or I'll go home and if I have time, I'll get the babies into their room, and then I'll head out to the movie. We'll see how it goes. But first, I'm just gonna enjoy the lunch. Bye for now. Okay, the food has arrived. She didn't bring the hot sauce, and I know what I keep reminding, and she was like kind of shocked that I went into spicy and also hot sauce. It looks spicy. I haven't tasted it yet. 1 second. It's actually quite good. Well, it is a little spicy. It's now a couple of hours, maybe 2-3 hours since I left home and to have my lunch. A couple of hours. Everybody is just about where I left them. I think one of the babies had got up to come by the door when I was leaving to see me off. He's like, "Are you sure, Dad? Are you sure you're going to leave us all loose?" And I go, "Yeah, I think it's fine." And I go back, and he's under the bed. I think that's Lcee, and that's Finn on top, under the chair, and Finn is on the chair, and Agita is pretty much where I left her too, on the bed in the master bedroom, the corner, So everybody's quite comfortable. But I didn't feel comfortable about going to see a movie another 2.5 hours. I'm sure they would have been fine because they're all sitting very, very nicely. But then as it was starting to rain, and I said, I better get back. I might not enjoy the movie if I'm going to keep thinking the kids. So when I go out for longer periods, I do leave, like tomorrow when I'm going on the day trip, I will leave the babies in their room. And then while I was out, I stopped at Drug Mart to get a kitty litter because it's Senior's Day, even though technically I'm not a senior, but I am for Shoppers Drug Mart discount purposes. I do qualify for Senior's Day, so I got a 20% discount in that, and I got another mini umbrella because I lost the previous. I'm sure. Good morning, everybody. I spent the morning with the kids, the kids and the babies. Everything was fine. They knew I was going on the trip because I was packing my backpack and clearing the litter boxes and doing all of that stuff that I did before a road trip. And then Lcee didn't want to go into his room and all that stuff. But anyway, I got the babies in their room. I don't want to leave them loose all day with Agita. So, and then I took this car, and I'm planning on the S430, and I'm planning on taking this one, dropping it, picking up the Cadillac, getting the Cadillac window fixed, cutting the grass, and then, 1 second, I'm at the drive-thru. Anyway, I forgot my phone, and then I had to go back up, so I'm a little delayed. But hello, everybody! I just picked up I brought the Cadillac here, dropped the Mercedes at the storage garage, picked up this one, the Cadillac, brought it here. The mechanic just installed the window switch, which they had ordered. So it should be working, even if I put it, yes, it's working, but rain is going to come in, and the air conditioning is no longer working on this car, so it's going to be a bit hot. Pouring rain! And I'm supposed to go cut the grass. So, plan plan B. I mean, you know, I haven't been to the casino since last weekend. I was going to go this weekend, but since I have to kill some time here, it's supposed to, I don't know if it's going to happen, but it's supposed to dry up and become sunny later afternoon. So I'll give it an hour or two. So whatever I lose in an hour, and then I have to walk out. And if it stopped raining, I will cut the grass. If it isn't, I'll have to make another trip next week, you know. But I'm hoping. Hello everybody, I'm just walking out of the Chatham Casino. I didn't like it, it's very small. I started taping and this is the first time that I've been stopped. And I'm very careful not to tape other people, just myself and my machine. But the manager came and he said, you're not allowed to tape in here because, you know, you might tape somebody here who isn't supposed to be here and then somebody sees it. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. You know, I try to be very careful with privacy, but I do these for myself, but it's fine, I get it. So I didn't tape. It's not as much fun. And in a way, it became actually more compulsive when I was not taping and there wasn't sort of a, you know, there wasn't a semi sort of, you know, entertainment aspect to it. It was, you know, it was very compulsive. I went up, down, up, down. I think I'm walking out even. You know, I think I accessed, I had 150 with me, I took out another 200. I think I've got about 300 in my wallet, 350. So I think I might be down $50, even or down 50, but that's fine, you know. So it's, as I said, but I don't like the casino. I don't think it's probably a good thing. I don't think I'll come back to this. And the not taping, that's not fun. Even though I'm actually a little surprised that I haven't been stopped before. I've always thought that somebody was going to stop me from taping in the other casinos. And I guess everybody's just so busy and they don't notice. You know, and also there's a lot more, you know, people elsewhere. Here, there's hardly anyone. And the machines don't seem to pay off that much. I don't know if it's because there aren't many people playing it. Okay, I just arrived at the house and the grass, of course, does need to be cut. I'm glad, the one good thing is that this side is dried up a bit. It must have rained earlier, but it's dry enough to cut. So, and the sun is out, so I'm going to cut the grass. No surprise that there's been no sign of the contractor. You know, I haven't been inside yet, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't. Well, okay, one second, I'm going to take a quick look inside. But I don't think he's been here. What a shocker! No sign of him. Yes, you know, no progress, nothing. So, I mean, you know, I wasn't really holding out a lot of hope, you know. I don't know. This thing here, maybe they've done something. I don't see anything, you know. Looks pretty much the same to me. Let me look in the bathrooms. No, that thing is still there. I don't really see any changes. The boxes, well, this was last time too. The boxes have been piled up against the walls, you know. Oh, you know what? They're installing yes, some work has been done. I mean, this is something at least. They're installing those pot lights. I bought a bunch of pot lights, so they started on that. So, you know, that's something, you know, that's something. I mean, you know, I don't know if that's like a week's worth of work, but, you know, I was gonna go. It looks like Labor Day is going to come and go, and then it'll just postpone by a month, and then, after a month, Labor Day, then I get to fire him and hire someone else or sell as is. But they have done some work. Now maybe I should look upstairs. Absolutely nothing. Hello, me again. I just dropped the Cadillac in the garage there, on the right side. You can see it. Anyways, back there. And I'm in the S430 again. And the good thing is that the air conditioning is working. It wasn't working in the Cadillac. It was about to go, and today it just wasn't working. And it's not worth spending a lot of money to try to get it fixed because they hardly ever use the car. So anyway, but this one is nice and cool. Now I'm going to head back. I don't know, that whole casino thing in Chatham, it wasn't very satisfying. I didn't like the casino. I don't know, and there's sort of a pull. I may stop at another casino. Brantford? I did that one last week. If there happens to be another one in London or Woodstock, I may not. We'll see. Anyway, bye for now. Okay, it's much later in the day. I'm in Milton. I think the casino quick burn, control burn is burnt out because it's turned very compulsive. And after I left Chatham one, and I'm taping in here surreptitiously. I guess they're not as concerned in these bigger casinos, but in that small one, there's hardly any people. So he saw me taping, and then he said, "You're not allowed to tape." But I don't show any people. I just show the machines, So, but anyway, I didn't argue with him. I see his point. So, but then after that, I cut the grass. There was no work done in the house except 4 pot lights. Again, that kind of stresses me out. And then I ended up, rather than Brantford, I stopped at the casino in Woodstock, and I accessed a couple more $100 and lost it. And then instead of coming home, I was coming home, but I went right past. You have to go right past this casino in Milton. So I've reached the point now where I go into a casino, I access all the money I can access, and I just feed it in, and I can't walk out. And that's how I was when I was, at the height of my compulsive gambling. So it looks like it's not going to work as a control burn anymore, and my kids are at home alone, and I want to get back to them, but I'm just like trapped, and I'm accessing all the money I can access. Now, it's still better than the other one, because the only thing I will lose is money, and my kids are going to be alone. It's not good. But then if I had been the other binge, the kids would have been alone all night. And then who knows, I may or may not have been able to come back even the next day. So I will be back. I hope they're okay. I don't know what I'm going to do. This burn is burnt, So anyway, I'm going to try to get out of here, just without. I think I can access a bit more. I've been doing the different accounts. It's not good, So I think the casino burn is burnt. Okay, now the trick is to get myself out of here. Okay, bye for now. Okay, kept accessing. I was down. Couldn't leave. I think I've got 20 free games on this. Now, I don't know, it's a 5-cent machine, so I have no idea how much that's going to be, probably $200-300. So now I'm just going to take this, whatever it is, I'm going to cash it, walk out, go to the kids, no matter what. Anyway, bye for now. Okay, I'm walking out, and that was not fun. That was really not fun. I won some more, and I kept feeding it, and I think I've got a few $100 left in my wallet, because I had a couple of wins on those on the machines where you bet $8 at a time, and I had a couple of repeat spins and stuff like that, and quick hits. So I think that there is $400 or $500 in my wallet now, but I think I've accessed quite a bit more than that, the bank machines over the course of the day, different places. So I'm still down, but at this point it's not even a question of up and down. At this point it's a question of it's crossed the line to, the dragon is now, there's no more walking out after a certain point when I want to walk out, I can't do it anymore. And this too, right now, it's taking a huge effort not to feed the rest of the money that I have in my wallet into the machines and then keep accessing. And I think I'd reached my access limit. But, this is the trick with gamblers and with the other addiction, is that after midnight, the withdrawal limit goes back to, whatever it is, So I had been at my withdrawal limit, but after midnight, and it's just after midnight. But I would be here all night. And then I would access, all this money would go back in, and whatever I could access after midnight, the next round from the different accounts, I'd be juggling, and it's a nightmare. And it wasn't, it's still not as bad as the other thing. And, I've discussed this with friends. The other thing is worse because there are health hazards and arrest hazards and all that other stuff. And, this, it's the compulsion, it's not being able to leave. It's just money, but still, it's, I'd rather be home with my kids, but I can't do it because I'm in the grip of it, and I don't like that. This is just almost as bad as the other thing. So I think that this casino burn is burnt, except for when the cravings are really, really, really bad. Really bad, when it's, then I might do it just to, knowing how compulsive this is and how I won't be able to walk out, It's not fun anymore, but it's still probably better than the other thing in a pinch, Okay, kids, sorry, it's late, but I'm coming home, you know. Bye, guys. This was not fun. This was harrowing. It's turned into nightmare again, you know. Bye. Came in the door. It's past 1 o'clock, so I had to park the car myself. No valet service after midnight. Everybody's fine. You got Agita there. She's going. I just let the babies out of their room. Turned on the lights. Everybody's fine. The babies were waiting by the door to be let out. Everybody seems fine. There was food. There was water. And if it had been a real binge, the other kind of binge, you know, I would still be out there and I wouldn't be back till morning and I'd be struggling to come down and then how do I get back and drive and cab and all of that stuff and I'd still be out there. So this is better than that, but it's not good because I really, really wanted to come home, but I couldn't. And that's a terrible feeling. I wanted to come back to my kids and I was worried about them. But, you know, I was in the grip of the casino demon, you know, the casino dragon. Which is not a nice dragon either, you know. So anyway, but it's okay. Daddy's home. And tomorrow I just have to go get an eye exam in the morning. They called me today. It's 2 years, and I do need it when I'm driving. I can see that I'm going to need new glasses. So I'll do that, and then I just want to come home and stay with the kids. You know? The casino burn is done. It's only when I really, really have to, I will use it, because it is better than the other thing. Hello, everybody. It's the next morning after the whole gambling dragon thingy. More about that shortly. But both the babies settled very nicely on the bed with me in the morning, and they knew that I'd had a hard time last night, and they were being extra cuddly. But now everybody's being distracted because of this, the window cleaning thing or the work. So, you know, and I think as a friend of mine said, you know, kind of thankful that it's the job that we don't have to do, you know, but they're window cleaning going on, and I think one kid has gone under the bed, and the other kid is, oops, there. Oh, they're both under the bed, you know. Is there room in there? Can Daddy come too? Oh, all three of them. Look at that. You know, we got the whole family is under the bed because of the window cleaners. And if there was room, Daddy would fit too. You know? Hello, everybody. I'm here at the optical shop, and the optician comes in, I think, on Saturday. So they made an appointment for today, and the optician is there. I made it here in time. I got the babies into their room, and they was planning on maybe going for lunch afterwards. So I got the babies into their room, and, you know, and I got here in time. It's 5 minutes away drive. So, and she did the exam. You know, I always have trouble when they ask, is one better or two? And I'm thinking about it in the car. And she goes, it's okay to say you can't tell the difference. So I had a lot of you can't tell the difference. It was really, really hard. And I think last time I messed up a bit on this, because last time the prescription was never right from the beginning. And I think I might have said two, because it was slightly clearer, just to say something. And you know, I didn't. But this time I think the exam went a bit better. And she has said that my prescription has actually gone down. It's, you know, I don't need as strong a prescription as I needed before. And she said that happens sometimes. And that's why it's blurring when I'm over prescribed. So that's why it's blurring and distance when I'm driving and stuff. So, you know, and I've got a spare pair of glasses, which I didn't bring today, so I'm going to bring that in and figure out and change the lenses on that rather than change on this. So we'll figure all of that out. And we know the owner here. He's a sort of a family friend, so I kind of work out a deal with him and figure out which frames to use. And if I have to, I'll buy. They have a good selection. So anyway, all that. Now, I'm just waiting for my pupils to dilate because she's going to do another exam, not connected with the prescription, but there's another exam that she does for the back of the eyes. So I'm waiting for my pupils to dilate, and then once that happens, it's a little harder to drive. And I was planning on going for a while, so I was planning on going for lunch anyway, because the Spoon and Fork that I go to is right here. It's in this plaza. Actually, it's that grey building over there, you know, other end of the parking lot. So if I haven't missed, it's already, I think, almost, you know, 1:45. So and I think lunch ends at 2:30. So if I haven't missed the lunch timing there, There's also a Mandarin next door, which I haven't been to in a long time. And if I can go to casinos and trust machines, I think I'm going to be okay with the buffet, if the lunch is still on there. I haven't been there in a long time. So we'll see, you know. Now, speaking of casinos, and that's the whole thing. When, as people kept warning me, and I know this, I've been through this before, with gambling as a controlled burn. It happened 3 years ago, and it got out of control. And we're at that point again, where last night it was so difficult for me to walk out into the 3 casinos, and I worked out up, or not up, but with some money, maybe down a couple $100. But when I'm in that state to walk out with any money at all, without having accessed everything I can access, that's a win. So, but it was very difficult to do that. And since then, even though I got home and I was so relieved to be home with the kids, and the kids were happy that I hadn't been doing the other thing, and that I got home at 1 o'clock rather than being home all night, out all night. Kids were happy, and everything has gone. You know, I really enjoyed being with them in the morning, and got a couple of very nice emails, texts from friends, one of whom I replied to. So everything is good. But you know what? The cravings for gambling are back. Now, ultimately, yes, I agree with everyone. Also, it's better than the other cravings, because the most I will lose is money, you know, less likelihood of getting beaten up. Actually, no likelihood. These are official legal casinos, so there's no danger. I'm not going to CD gambling dens, you know, and you're dealing with bookies or something like that where they might beat you up. It's not like that with casinos. So there's no danger of beaten up. There's no danger of, you know, bad substances. There's no danger of, you know, being arrested, because it's all completely legal, and you can drive afterwards. So all of that is good. It's better than the other thing by far, but it's still very compulsive, and it's like, you know, I'd rather be able to just, you know, spend some time with the kids and do the things I need to do, and, you know, just go for lunch and do some reading and go for a walk, rather than, you know, compulsively going from machine to machine and trying to walk out and not being able to walk out. It's not great. Well, I made it here to the Spoon and Fork in time. So the plan now is I'm going to use stuffing the dragon with, you know, sushi and Thai food as a control burn for gambling. So we're going like next level of, we're going up the layers. So so the worst that can happen with this one is I throw up. Happened, but I'm going to try to really feed the dragon here, and then I might not need to go to the casino. Then I can just either throw up or not throw up, and then go home to the kids and try to write about yesterday. I haven't made a journal entry yet because of everything that happened yesterday, and yesterday just unwinding after the whole gambling escalating episode, and then today this eye exam, which has gone pretty well. I'm glad I came here because I can't really drive right now. My pupils are still dilated. So I can eat. I don't have to really see what I'm eating. I can see it, but it's just kind of fuzzy. So green mango salad, vegetable gyoza, calamari, lemongrass soup, you know. So and the lunch special ends at 2:45. It's 2:30. So I think the next time I'm just going to order. Since I had to order before last call, lunch ends at 2:45. I have ordered, and this has just started, 2 salmon teriyaki, green curry chicken, South Thai shrimp fried rice, chicken satay, and I'm eating chicken today, considering that, you know, we're battling 2 demons here. And then there's sushi. So green dragon, I had to get the green dragon for the dragon, and I'm just finishing the last of the dynamite roll. And there are several more items coming, fish and chicken and stuff, you know. So the plan here is to get my dragon into a food coma, so that it'll forget a bit the gambling. Even though, as we keep saying, gambling is better than the other thing, but it's not great to be in that compulsive state, and not being able to walk out like I did yesterday is not fun. You know, we've crossed that fun line, definitely, some time ago. But yeah, definitely yesterday. You know, so yesterday we entered the access all the money you can enter at any time before you can leave and lose it all stage. Even though I did manage to leave him money yesterday, but that was very rare. When you get to this stage, I rarely leave the casino with any cash, you know. So going to the casino is not a great idea. It's better to have a food cup. Finished everything, including ice cream. I had ice cream as well, you know. And then I paid the cash, so I'm just leaving the tip in cash as well. You know, might as well use up the cash from the casino rather than go feed it back into machines. And I think it's looking good. I'm food comatose, but you know, not to the point of throwing up. But right now, I would much rather just go home to the kids. You know, just got the energy to get up and walk. But home to the kids, and then just relax with the kids. You know, not worry about the dragon for a little bit. Just relax with the kids and edit and post and work on a journal entry. And maybe at night read. I finished that book about the Flashdance Loving Dragon. Wasn't great, but it was okay, you know. So I'll start something else. That's the plan for tonight. Much better than compulsively feeding machines amongst the other weasels. Anyway, that's the plan, at least. Whether an addict is hard to tell for sure. Anyway, bye for now. Hello everybody, I'm here in the Mini, and it's very hot. I've cranked up the air conditioning, but it's taking a little time to cool down, obviously. Yeah, I'll just open the windows for now. And after I ate there at the Spoon and Fork, my favorite clothing store in the world, Brands Gone Wild outlet, in that little warehouse over there. I kind of walked in there, and they put some underwear and some socks, and I thought I might as well reward myself with something tangible with the cash that I have in my wallet, rather than going and feeding it into hungry machines. So I bought some clothes, you know. I bought, for the first time in my entire life, I've never owned one of these garments, ever. I bought a wife beater. I think that's what they're called. I mean, you know, I like the term obviously, but I think in popular culture they are known as wife beaters, you know. So I bought one, black, and I thought it was just, you know, it's extra large, and I thought it was just for lounging around the house, and you know, nobody can see me. But now that I've shown it on my podcast, I'm like, but I'll try not to podcast in it, you know. So even though I don't usually show myself anyway, I usually show the kids or, you know, the carpet. But anyway, my first ever wife beater, you know, so or whatever it's called, undershirt. I think it's called sleeveless undershirt or something, you know. But anyway, I got one, you know, and some underwear and some socks. Buddy, I'm home. Just got back a few minutes ago, and I let the babies out of their room, and they've come here because Agita's there, so they want to be near their sister. You know, they're kind of safe here because she's in the corner, so she won't hurt them. So anyway, you got all three kids here in close proximity, and as soon as I have a shower and I wear pajamas, you know, I don't think I'm going to wear the new quote wife beater unquote yet because I have to wash it. But it'll be nice and cool on hot days. I'm not going to wear it out, obviously. I'm not going to wear that thing out, but for around the house, it'll be okay, you know, with a pair of shorts maybe. But it's nice and cool in here. I've got the air conditioning on. So now I'm going to edit and post. I don't know how much of the footage I can use, and whether I'm going to do one or two podcasts. So I'll try to keep it at one as usual. It's already kind of an imposition to ask people to watch one, let alone two. So from the four of us, you know, so from Agita one and the two babies, both under the, look at that. The two babies, both under the chair. I am so glad, sweetie, that I came home, not to a casino, to, you know, under the power of the casino weasel dragon. You know, I'm home with my kids. Look at you guys. Daddy's going to be here. If there was room, Daddy would go under the chair too. You know, I could go under the dining table. I could fit, but, you know, you like that spot. So I think I'll just sit on the sofa. So anyway, from the four of us. So from Agita, and she's like, yeah, I'm just talking to your brothers now. Don't, yeah, it's right. So from the two babies and Agita, you know, and myself, Daddy makes four. Okay? Bye for now. See you at the next podcast, day 38.